I'm Donald Trump. Hi, I'm Donald
7410 fan belt was tough. Okay, so what did you say this was? It's a hydraulically driven?
Yeah.
It's hydraulically actuated.
It's just like the TR96.
Yes, it is. So you didn't have to take any hydraulic hoses off, did you? Or did you bleed it?
I just had to bleed it.
Okay, so he bleed it. Tim's doing this job. I'm like, I came in halfway through, so I broke it. He's fixing it. So there's a hydraulic actuator right there. I think somebody told me this morning. Why is there a smudge on there? Oh, that fixed it. So anyways, that speeds up and slows down the fan. We do have some damage, but it's completely repairable. I'm hoping that it doesn't cause too much issue, but that whole piece is going to have to be replaced. The fan has to come out. Don't lose the bolts, Tim. Anyway, yeah. So it's really not that difficult. Those bolts going to fall out?
Nope, they're in there.
Oh, good. So this is an easy job then.
Yeah, I think got little washers hanging on to them. See them?
Oh, look, yeah, boy, John Deere made this so that it was easy to change. Bet you $5 that don't go on as easy as you think it's going to. You'll get it in there, but you're going to have to spread the other side. That spring is going to suck.
No, I can't even see this.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it made a hell of a racket. I thought, holy shit, I broke the crankshaft. No, I'm not kidding you. I thought I broke the crankshaft. Like, well, there goes this tractor. I had been saying I'd never been into one of these motors before. Are you telling me that's going to actually just go right on?
Thank you, John Deere.
Is that on?
I just gotta get behind that.
What can happen is if you remember the direction of the engine, you can jump it on.
Just look at the fan.
Yeah, look at the fan. I know. Hey, look, it's Tim's butt crack. Being everybody wants to see Tim's butt crack every time. They're like, hey, it's not an OLF video without Tim's butt crack. Well, there you go. Merry Christmas. You can thank me for that later. Send all your mail to One Lonely Farmer at 96 Spring Hill Road. There you go. Okay, so we got it in. Right, Tim? All right, so this was a really easy fix. Now, you really got to tighten those down pretty nicely.
I'm missing a nut now.
Oh, great, because it's probably metric. All right, don't lose it. One at a time, man, one at a time. So we got it in. What we did was I got in there and finessed it open a little better, and then Tim stuck his arm and we got it together. And hopefully I can go bale hay for the next God knows how many hours. What do you think of these tires? I'll tell you what, those tires, I got into the mud and the baler drug. I didn't even know. That was good. So Trelleborg, win for the Trelleborgs. Yeah. It's too bad they're so damned expensive. Okay, so after let me get the light sun in my eyes there. After a bit of a rocky start getting going today, I've baled approximately, so far, about 100 bales this afternoon, and I'll probably bale another 100, 150 bales yet tonight, maybe 200 bales tonight, depending on how late I can work. I was having problems with the knotters, of all things, and since I hurt my back, so I wasn't able to put the baling twine in the baler. So I asked the boys to do it, and I have a formula of what the two different types of twine that I use, because I got a deal on baling twine, a good name brand baling twine. It was Bryden twine or Britton twine. And it's a good name twine. And the problem was it was 650 pound knot strength twine. And the problem with Britton 650 or Bryden 650, oh God, I think that dust or something, is that it's very thick. And when I put it in there, I was getting missed knots, and missed knots are a pain in my ass, especially when my back is as sore as it is. So I'm having all these missed knots, and it's just pulling my hair out. I'm like, what the hell is wrong? And then when I got up there the last time, I noticed that there were 4 of the 6 upper strings that were red twine, which was a Bryden twine, and I have been running the Cordex Agri twine in there. And when I ran out of Cordex Agri, in a pinch, I ran and I got some Titan twine, which I won't buy again because it's just, I like the Cordex Agri. If you're going to buy baling twine, I'm not going to buy Krone twine. I'm not going to buy anything other than Cordex Agri twine from now on, because that stuff works well in all manufacturers' knotters. So anyway, I realized what had happened. The boys had changed my twine over from the blue-red mixture to all the 650-pound knot strength twine, which in reality caused me more knot problems than the 600 knot strength Cordex Agri, or even the 500 knot strength Titan, because that's just, it was a nightmare. So I actually had to stop baling, go home, rip out the baling twine that was in there, and put the proper baling twine in there, and I haven't missed a knot since. So life is good. It's tying knots, they're sweeping well. It's just too thick in the bill hook, and it's not allowing the knife arm or the twine arm or the sweep arm to wipe arm to sweep the knot off of the bill hook. So you know, I can tell you stories about knotter troubles, and the reality of it is just baling twine. Baling twine will make or break you in a knotter. You know, some knotters are more finicky than others. These Krone knotters are not finicky at all. They'll take pretty much anything, but there is a thickness that you can exceed where they just won't work. Now, Krone has a 700-pound knot strength twine that'll work well in this baler, but it is, I don't use it because I was having problems with broken bill hooks. Not broken knots, but broken, the tongues on the bill hooks, or the tongs on the bill hook, they would break. And, you know, so I just decided instead, and that was a 650-pound knot strength twine also. So when I was running 25-pound knot strength Krone twine, life was good. I didn't have any problems. But the Cordex Agri, that's awesome twine, by the way. I mean, I just don't have the issues that I have had with other baling twines. So if you're looking for a good twine that's reasonably priced, that will work well in all manufacturers, it worked really well in my New Holland, really well in my New Holland, and it works really well in my Krone. And it also worked really well in that Heston. So other than John Deere, Kuhn, and Kloss, I think I pretty much got them all covered. Heston, Massey, Ferguson, AGCOs are all, you know, the same. So anyway, yeah, I'm baling. As you can see, I just baled up this field here. That was a field I fought with. There's 30 acres over there, and I fought with that. What a son of a bitch. But yeah, I think I'm doing okay. So I'm going to finish this job right here, right now, and I am on my way into Flemington. The sun's going down. Things are stiffening back up under my feet, so I'll probably be baling all night. And baling and mowing. The boys with Dad and Tim are mowing. Joseph is raking, and I, my friends, am actually now going to be able to bale. So this is what it looks like when you're mowing, raking, and baling all in the same field. This is dead standing hay. It's kind of a shame that I had to wait this long. I can go a lot faster. I'm just kind of trying to keep everything going the way I'd like it to go. What happens in the wintertime or in the fall, get a snowstorm or just the natural order of things, it starts to break down. And this grass that's here is pretty fine to begin with. I hate baling hay this late in the year. I just hate it. It's not natural. It ain't right, but we do it. We do it from time to time. We don't do it every year. Now, I have a neighbor friend of mine, and he does it every year. It drives me nuts. I would rather be planning a trip overseas to see new places and meet vehicle than be stuck here in the frozen tundra attempting to bale hay, or bale mulch hay for composters. And I'd rather be concentrating on getting it hauled into the farm, shipped out, getting my bills paid, instead of worrying about tires and fuel and broken balers, knotters and baling twine and things like that. I'm quite fortunate that I'm able to go right now. I'm actually rather surprised I'm able to go where I'm going. So it is definitely interesting, to say the least. But the material that's here is, I wish it was a little more plentiful, but like I said, the damn stuff lays over and yes, I hear you. And that's my fault because I'm trying to talk on the phone and do this at the same time. Now we get to listen to that. Rattle and bang until it decides to feed. And that's because I did not do my job and pay attention. Alright? So I like to work it up and down a little bit. It gives it a little extra gusto to go. So now we're good to go. This is pretty heavy actually right here, so I should have slowed way down. And it is damp. It is not bone-ass dry. It is probably in that 25% moisture range. It will dry out. That bale there is probably 35% moisture. But it will dry out. It's just it's just different. To bale hay this time of year is just different. You have to have a different mindset to do it. Like, who in the hell would ever mow and bale behind the mower? In the summertime we wouldn't do it, but because it's dead standing, we can get away with it. 25 or 30% moisture will steam out in a matter of 2 weeks. Be steamed out and ready to rock and roll. So anyway, I got a wet spot right here, so I'm gonna have to get my eyes on here, and I'll catch up with you in another area. And to prove that Timothy is actually mowing, he is mowing right there. That's usually my machine. I don't generally have him run that one. He doesn't like it. Tim does not like the John Deere. It says it steers funny. Well, he's like my father. Used to one machine, don't care to get another one. That's all. My dad's that way, and Timothy's that way too. Just stuck in one mindset. I think the John Deere is a much easier to handle machine than the Case windrower, Case New Holland. But that's just me. And there goes Joe. It's actually a pretty decent sized field. That's the kind of crap that'll get you if you get caught up in it, but I think we'll be okay. Just happy to be able to do this. Whew, I'm actually rather relieved that I'm able to do this particular farm. Yep. I'm going to try and get these people to allow me to fertilize this farm with spent compost and see if, see what their thought process is on that. They want it completely natural. They just want me to take this stuff off. They don't want me to put any kind of fertilizer on, which I have not been able to do. I was going to put potash on it on a weekend when nobody was looking, but I decided against that because that would be facetious, and I'm not really that way, so. But anyway, here we go. Now there's a wet spot in here. Right in there, there's a spring on this hump. Somewhere. Oh, somebody's calling me from Los Angeles, California. What do you suppose? Lindsay Lohan wants to talk to me about her new show? Something like that, maybe? There's a taxi. But anyway. Oh, are you serious? I actually have a broken string. That's weird.